Hey. Dog. Dog, 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 dog.
WheezyNews! Jang, jing, badonka-donk, boom!
Did you feel a little joy when that dog went right to the screen? That's dumb, right? So dumb to feel joy about just silly, pointless things. That's kind of how I feel about sports. I played sports in high school. I'm from a small town, so I was able to do whatever, even though I wasn't good at it. So I played basketball, baseball, and football. American football. John Green put up a video, The Search for Real Feeling, in which he talks about his deep love for football. So from now on when I say football, I'm talking not about American football. And he's someone who's always looking at the bad side of so many things. When he gets joy with something, it always comes with caveats.
I feel good, but then there's like this hint of dread that goes along with the universe is about to even the score.
But with football, it's just pure joy.
When I saw AFC Wimbledon get promoted to the third tier of English football at Wembley, I felt pure, simple joy.
Oh, by the way, this is a swing that we made for Ada to play in. I'm in Ada's playroom right now because we're doing work on the basement. That's irrelevant. Oh, this right now? Oh, I was gonna say this is pure joy, but it's not made for me. It's not pure joy. So I've played a lot of sports, but I've always had a hard time enjoying watching sports. Occasionally I've gotten into Green Bay Packer seasons because I'm from Wisconsin and I legally have to, but other than that, like I turn on a sport and I'm bored. I think I was that way about a lot of things that I just didn't understand growing up. I've never cared about fashion. I've never cared about clothes, expensive cars, expensive anything, just object like collectibles. I've never really cared. I just failed to see the point. What's the point of that? But as I've gotten older and being my own boss and doing this and just having a lot of time to think about stuff, especially when I'm trying to come up with new ideas for new videos, I realize you can ask that question about literally everything. What's the point of that? And if you think about it long enough, you can make anything seem pointless. Joy, value, we create that in our own head. So when I think something is pointless, it's not inherently more pointless than anything else. It just is something that I have chosen to not care about. It's on me. It's not on the thing. I think it took me far too long in life to realize that. And I wish I would have realized it sooner. I'd probably been less of a dick about certain things. I think it's what's fueled the Why Do People Like series of videos I've done on here. Why do people like dogs? Why do people like exercise? Why do people like this, that, blah, blah, blah. And the further in you dig to why do people like it, it becomes kind of unanswerable because it's really just about what the individual person chooses to like. But it's still an interesting thing to dig deep into, to learn the details about each individual thing, to figure out a possible way that I could find joy in it. So I'm thinking about doing a video, why do people like sports? And I'm thinking about doing a video about redoing my wardrobe because I've never really cared much about clothes. It's always been about just getting things quickly. An upcoming video might be China fixing my wardrobe, but it'll really be about me and China working together to fix my wardrobe. And in general, just asking the question, why do people like this or that, in hopes that, you know, I can just find more things to actually appreciate, not be a dick. I may actually actively try to get into a sport. It's something that didn't just come naturally to me to like, but I realize it's something you have to actively participate in, do the research. Find a team to follow, learn about them, learn what they're doing to try to win, and watch to see if they succeed. In theory, that sounds like a super fun thing to do. Maybe I'll try to get into football, not American football. John Green basically inspired me to try to get into sports because it does sound nice to have some sort of unfiltered, uncaveated, pure joy in something just for the sake of it. And I can see so many reasons why sports exist and why it's a good thing. It can be a bad thing if you take it too far. But I can think of a lot of reasons why it's good. It pits people against each other in a safe, controlled environment, well, relatively safe depending on the sport, to follow the rules, to try to win. It's a very clean win-lose system in which people bond over, rather than, you know, the messy real world where you could just fight over your political ideologies, which is a much less fun thing. It's a safer, cleaner way to fight with people, I guess. I also read an article that there are some studies that show that it's good for you psychologically to follow a sport. It's a way to bond with strangers and with people in your community around a random thing that's pointless, but not pointless because everything's pointless. So I might try to get into sports. And I might make a bunch more why do people like videos about a lot of things to learn how we can bond with each other and find common ground instead of just being mean all the time.
Yeah. What is good for? Absolutely never. Say it again, y'all.
I'm on Twitter too much lately, you guys. Not on my smartphone. I'm still quitting my smartphone for a year, but I've been sick. I've had strep throat for the past couple weeks, and when I'm sick, I've discovered Twitter is Twitter and me, we fuse together. I can't turn it off when I'm sick and I don't have energy to do anything else. I was just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and seeing a lot of negative stuff, and so now I'm going to get into sports. I guess that's this video. I did a newsletter on Tuesday, sort of about this, linked down there. I do a newsletter every Tuesday. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/WheezyWaiter. There's a podcast version of this, and that's about it. Oh, no, I'm too heavy. I can't swing. Nope. Oh yeah, and let me know in the comments any weird sports I should follow, or a sport you think I really would like that gets ignored, or just a sport that doesn't get ignored that you just want me to follow. I'll see what I can do.